Ivo Josipovic and Kolinda Grabar-Kitarovic will face each other in a presidential runoff. In the first round of the presidential election on Sunday, the incumbent president bested his HDZ challenger by barely a sliver, about 1%. Josipovic received 38.46% of the votes, while Grabar-Kitarovic came second with 37.22%. The biggest surprise was Ivan Sinčić, the young activist who garnered 16.42% of the votes. Conservative Milan Kujundžić finished dead last with only 6.3% of the votes. Croatia is headed for a presidential runoff on January 11th, and with the results so close, the two candidates are likely to waste no time getting back to campaigning. Ivo Josipovic said his political motto was justice, adding that in his vision of Croatia there was no room for war profiteers or other criminals. He also railed against his opponent indirectly by saying that he did not believe in policies that encouraged corruption. Kolinda Grabar-Kitarovic said that the people had voted for change. They wanted leaders that were brave, decisive, and patriotic, she said. Ivan Sinčić was pleased with his surprise third-place finish and said he planned to run in the parliamentary elections. Meanwhile, Milan Kujundžić, who received fewer votes than polls had predicted, expressed his confidence that the current president would not win another term. Prime Minister Zoran Milanovic admitted that his government may have hindered more than helped Josipovic's campaign. These were tough times, he said. HDZ leader Tomislav Karamarko said his party was gaining ground every day and expressed optimism for a major political comeback. Turnout in this election was just above 47%, according to the Electoral Commission, which reported that nearly all votes had been counted. The official results are expected tomorrow. Gong, an NGO that monitors the election, says that the poll was held mostly in a democratic atmosphere. However, Gong said there were many reports of citizens complaining about the incompetence, sloppiness, and insensitivity of election officials at polling stations. The In the Name of the Family group has also said it received complaints about deceased people still being listed in the voters' registry. Along with the election, Sunday was marked by severe storms and heavy snow. Today, winter conditions are reported for roads around the country. Although there is no new snow, packed snow, freezing temperatures, and high winds have resulted in icy roads around much of Croatia. Drivers are being warned to use caution. In sports, Croatia's water polo squad are playing their third Group C game in the World League today in Rijeka against Montenegro. A defeat against the Montenegrins would increase Croatia's chances of advancing to the final tournament in Italy. The World League winner this year will automatically qualify for the 2016 Olympics in Rio. HRT4 has live coverage of the match starting at 4:45 p.m. This afternoon's forecast calls for partly to mostly sunny skies and mostly dry weather. There is a chance of light snow in places in the interior, especially in Lika and Gorski Kotar. High northeasterly winds, gale force in places, will begin to fall by day's end, especially in Istria. Afternoon temperatures will range from -7 to -1 degrees Celsius inland and from 1 to 6 degrees on the coast. Looking ahead, conditions will remain mostly dry, cold, and windy this week. Northeasterly winds will decline on Thursday. Temperatures on New Year's Eve and into New Year's Day will dip well below zero, possibly dropping to -20 degrees in places. On the coast, it will remain windy. Gale-force northeasterly winds will prevail and temperatures will remain cold. There may be some light precipitation in the north on Tuesday and on the islands on Wednesday.